Pregnancy Solutions with Gerald Massa is our channel, and today I'm really so excited to talk to you, my friend. Let me know if you have any questions today. Be free from morning sickness is our topic. How can you be free from morning sickness? How can you avoid morning sickness after getting pregnant? Without further ado, we shall go straight to the first point, and our first point is have breakfast very early in the morning. There are two reasons why we advise that women should have breakfast very early in the morning. The first reason is that to maintain the glucose levels in the blood. Glucose levels in the body tend to be low early in the morning. When the glucose levels are low, then there are high chances that you're going to feel nausea. The other reason is this: if at all you've not eaten food in the morning, accumulation or pouring of acidic juices in the stomach can also bring about actually morning sickness and even nausea, and that's why you can easily vomit. So to prevent nausea, to prevent vomiting from taking place early in the morning, please make sure that you have something to eat, have some breakfast. Next point is we shall talk about eating smaller meals daily. When a woman is eating her breakfast or you're eating your meals, we always advise that don't go for large quantities of food. No. We advise that you go for smaller feeds. Eat small feeds. And the reason behind this is that if at all you eat small feeds, then there will be an assurance of having or of enough glucose levels in the body. If at all you've been eating like from morning and you've eaten like maybe 4 to 5 times or even 6 meals, then the body will be having enough glucose, and thereby, if at all glucose, as we said, when there's enough glucose in the blood, then the chances of nausea happening, the chances of morning sickness happening are actually reduced. So we advised, our next point, we advise that you should eat small meals, and this should be frequent. Okay? Thanks a lot for staying with me to this point, and we shall move to our next piece of advice to prevent morning sickness. Our next piece of advice is take time and chew your food very well. Why do we advise all women to take time and chew their food very well? Before you got pregnant, probably you were maybe working and you have to, let's say if at all you are having your breakfast, you could have it very fast and then rush to work, and then of course without even taking or giving enough time for the food to be broken down. The point is this: all pregnant women are advised to chew their food very well. Take your time when you prepare, when you're chewing your food. We advise at least 20 to 30 times. Take at least 20 to 30 times when you're like chewing your food. I mean, like, it's really very important, and the reason behind chewing your food very well before you swallow it is that the body or your system, the stomach, will actually have less work breaking down this food, since the food would have been broken down by you during the chewing process. The reverse is actually like true. You realize that if at all you ate your food very fast without chewing it very well, then the body would need lots of energy to break down this food. Lots of energy tend to add more stress on the body, and this can easily bring about nausea. So we advise all pregnant women to take time and chew their food very well. Take your time. Next is stay away from bad or unpleasant smells. When we talk of bad or unpleasant smells specifically, you realize that before you got pregnant, there were some smells which were good for you. I mean, the perfumes and all that. But after getting pregnant, even your best items you could like maybe want, or even your foods you could want, you realize that they will no longer smell good for you. So you just have to avoid anything that irritates your body, anything that puts you into nausea, anything that makes you to feel like vomiting. Please just stay away from it. Next point is we advise all women to have enough rest. When the body is rested very well, then it means the chances of nausea happening will be lessened, because we know that fatigue and restlessness can bring about nausea. So we advise all pregnant women to have enough rest. When you have enough rest, then at least we shall be assured that the nausea will be actually managed. Thanks a lot, my friend, for staying with me up to this point. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. You will be able to get more of these pregnancy solutions. And please, if you have any questions for me regarding anything related to pregnancy, please ask me your questions in the comments down below, and I will answer those questions. I will answer your questions personally. Thanks a lot, my friend, for staying with me, and we shall proceed to our next item. And our next piece of advice is drink more water daily. Why do we advise all pregnant women to drink more water daily as a way of managing the morning nausea or even morning sickness? The reason is simple. If at all a woman is hydrated very well, or if at all a woman takes enough water and her body is having enough water, then there are high chances that the nausea will be dealt with. The main reason is this. If at all you decide to take something else apart from water, let's say you take the caffeinated drinks, you take the coffees, you take the sodas, you realize that they contain lots of caffeine, they contain lots of sugars. These tend to deplete or to reduce the amount of water in your body. And of course, with less water in the body, we are looking at dehydration, we are looking at weakness, we are looking at even you try to move a bit, you will not be having enough energy. So in summary, a woman is supposed to drink plenty of water. We are looking at 5 to 6 glasses of water. If you can do 8, it's fantastic. Next point is choose your foods very well. There are foods which have been proven to increase nausea, and there are foods which have been proven to do well. I mean, for women who are having issues with nausea or morning sickness. The foods which work for pregnant mothers mostly, we always advise pregnant mothers to go for cereals. Cereals specifically tend to work well for women who are having nausea. The other type of foods, you could go for the crackers. The crackers also are very okay with women who are having nausea. The next type of food is you could go for roasted potatoes. They are really so good. They work well. You could go for wheat, or you could even go for toast. It's really so important. Plus, you can keep sampling various varieties of foods, and if at all you discover those which work well for you, then you actually are advised to go for it. Next point is do mild exercises like walking. Why do we advise walking as a way of preventing nausea in pregnant women or expectant women? Doing mild exercises like walking ensures one thing. It ensures that digestion will take place very well. And then the other thing, it ensures that your body's digestive system is actually going to function very well, because we know that when you move around and your body is actually in motion, there are high chances that all the systems work well. So we advise all pregnant women to do mild exercises like walking. If you've sat in one place and you're feeling nauseated, please stand up, take some walks. They could actually be in your compound. It could be just around. It could actually take you like 10 to 20 minutes. Next point is remember to like and subscribe for more of these pregnancy tips. Just as I said, I will be able to answer your questions personally. Thanks a lot, my friend, and we shall move on to our next point, and this is take your prenatal vitamins not very early. Take them in the evening. Why do we advise women to take their prenatal vitamins in the evening? The main reason is this. In the morning, the body, remember we talked in our first point, we said that in the morning there's less sugar, blood sugar. There's less sugar in your blood. The stomach is empty. It's actually full of acidic juices, specifically hydrochloric acid plus other juices. When you add in vitamins in the morning, there are high chances that even the nausea will be worsened. So we advise at least in the morning in the evening after eating something you have your dinner, you can actually have your dinner and then take your vitamins. When you take food and then you take your prenatal vitamins or vitamins, then there are high chances that the nausea coming will not really be possible. And then the other thing is that when you take your prenatal vitamins in the evening together with food and you go and sleep, then one thing is that your body will be rested well, and then it will give time for all these drugs to work very well. Thanks a lot, and we shall move on. Aromatherapy of peppermint is our next point. It has been proven that there are some pregnant women who, when they smell or when they get exposed to aromatherapy of peppermint or peppermint smoke coming from the diffuser, there are high chances that actually nausea has been reduced in that particular group of women. So if at all it's possible and you can get peppermint, you can actually use it in form of like fumes, you can use it in form of oils, but be careful if at all you're using peppermint as oils to make sure that you get another carrier oil to avoid irritation to your skin. But if you can make it into a diffuser, if you can put it into a diffuser, it will do wonders for you. It will bring down your nausea. Thanks a lot, and we shall move on. Vitamin B6 supplement. Vitamin B6 supplement. The next point we advise pregnant women to do to reduce morning sickness is they should take their vitamins or their vitamins, and more specifically we are looking at vitamin B6. This is available readily at your local store. You can actually even get it as an over-the-counter drug. It actually, I don't know about other countries, but it may not need you to have a prescription to get the vitamin B6. Vitamin B6, it is also known as pyridoxine. This is very important, and actually it's available in many dosages, but the commonest dosage is 200 milligrams. So we always advise, if it's possible and if you are getting the nausea and it's just increasing, there are drugs which can be given for the nausea. There are drugs which can be given, but we are looking at the side effects. Vitamin B6 tends to have less, if at all there are any, but it tends to have less side effects. So it's another point we could look into. If the nausea is really so much, please, you can get the vitamin B6 supplement. It may help out a lot and it may actually do wonders. Our next point is eat foods gentle on the stomach. Why do we advise pregnant women to eat foods gentle on the stomach? The main point is this: if at all you go for the foods which are not gentle on the stomach, there are high chances that they could irritate you, they could actually cause digestion problems, and this may not be good. For example, if a pregnant woman takes milk, there's a group of women who, even after taking milk, they may not get any issues. But the biggest numbers of pregnant women who take milk tend to get issues. They tend to get issues with bloating. They tend to get issues with actually like the milk. So we advise, go for foods, as I said before, go for foods which don't irritate you. You could go for the cereals, you could go for the potatoes, roasted potatoes, you could go for actually toasted bread, you could go for foods which really don't irritate you. Thanks a lot, my friend, once again. And our next point is this: try ice crystals in water. Many women I've talked to who are pregnant and I've advised them to take ice crystals. Surprisingly, it works. So we advise, at least if you can get the ice crystals, try to put them in a glass and then take them, lick the ice crystals. They will do wonders for you. Next is listen to your body. Our bodies, a woman's body, normally tends to tell, if at all you're pregnant and specifically you're having issues, your body will tell you that this is working, this is not working. As I said, it may be in terms of food, it may be in terms of what you're actually like being exposed to, what you're smelling. So we advise what you're like being exposed in terms of like the fumes and then all that. So listen to your body. If your body tells you this is not good, please just avoid it. And once you do these simple things we've talked about, there are high chances that you'll manage, or you can even cure